It was billed as the moment when Ron DeSantis would launch himself as a major rival to Donald Trump for the Republican presidential nomination. And he did, at least eventually. The event, held on Twitter with Elon Musk, didn't go entirely to plan. It was hit by a series of technical problems before the Republican governor could get his message across. Nomi Iqbal reports from Florida.
But decline is a choice. Success is attainable.
A big American flag, dramatic music, and a warning only he can fix the problems. Just what you'd expect from a candidate aiming for the top job.
And integrity to our institutions. I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback.
We've got so many people here that I think we are kind of melting the servers.
But over on social media, SpaceX owner Elon Musk was unable to launch Governor Ron DeSantis on his Twitter Spaces. He had better luck with his announcement on TV.
I'm running to lead a great American comeback.
Technical glitches aside, Ron DeSantis is the man who Republicans see as Donald Trump without the drama, a conservative hero who delivers policies.
Florida is where woke goes to die.
As governor here, he has expanded gun ownership laws, restricted sex and gender identity education in public schools, limited abortion access, and waged a war with Disney.
Ron DeSantis is hugely popular here, but also very controversial. Many people don't like him because of his hardline conservative policies. The question is, can he appeal to enough Americans outside of Florida to win a national election?
He has already been travelling across the country to drum up support. However, polls suggest he can't beat Donald Trump, who's nicknamed him the sinking ship. Some supporters in Miami say don't rule him out. Ron DeSantis comes with a big war chest of money and a lot of hype. American history is littered with those who tried to be president. Ron DeSantis may join them or go the distance. Nomi Iqbal, BBC News, Miami.
And it is just worth noting, if you want to know more about the man himself, about Ron DeSantis, there's a handy guide on our website. It's at bbc.com/news. But let's discuss more about last night's event. I'm joined by Dr. Julie Norman, an associate professor and co-director of the UCL Centre on US Politics. Thank you so much for joining us on BBC News.
Thank you.
Let's talk about last night. It was a bumpy start, to say the least, 20 minutes or so of technical issues. Once it got going, what did you make of the man himself?
Yeah, so as you said, definitely tech issues that no one wants to have when they're launching their presidential campaign. But once it actually got to the content, it's what we expected to hear from DeSantis, really leaning into his culture warrior identity, this idea of war on woke, doubling down on the fact that he is the most stable candidate, that he is the man who can deliver on results, that he's not just talk, and really, putting out some very points that are very appealing to many conservative viewers and listeners regarding immigration, regarding shaking up the federal government, regarding some of his other stances that he's already made in Florida. So I think once he found his stride, he got to his message, but it took a while to get there.
A lot of his appearances so far have been quite carefully choreographed. I know this didn't go quite according to plan, but mostly digital or on screen, because there are some criticisms, perhaps, that he lacks maybe the star power and the personality of people like Donald Trump. What do you make of those comments, and what do you think that will do to his campaign?
I think any contender against Trump right now is going to run up to this to some degree. I mean, Trump is just so unique in his ability to connect with his base. I mean, his charisma is just something that it will be hard for pretty much any other contender to match. DeSantis himself, though, even within that field, I think has come off a little bit cold, a little bit aloof in some of his media appearances to date. But again, he's just launching his campaign now. He's going to be in the spotlight a lot more and have a lot more opportunities to change that form, to get into character a little bit more. And you can assume that his advisors, his team, are working with him very closely to hit that note a little bit better. Because so far we have heard that lack of connection. But again, it's very early on in his campaign.
Like you say, early on in his campaign, we seem to have been talking about the fact his campaign is up and coming for a long time. Why is it taking so long to be officially announced?
Yeah, well, I think there's a couple of things to consider. One is DeSantis, is currently governor of Florida, and one of his aims was to get a lot through this last legislative session in his state, which he did. Things that he is now quite well known for in the U.S. regarding LGBTQ curriculum, regarding race and diversity curriculum, abortion, immigration. He had a very successful session with his legislature, and now he can point to that as deeds done, that I am the one that can deliver. And I think that's where he will try and put his contrast with Trump, that Trump is the bluster, maybe the voice of populism, but I'm the one that can deliver on this. So I think that was a big piece. And secondly, I think he just wanted to make sure the state of Florida would allow him to maintain his governorship while running for president, which is now settled. So,
Dr. Julie Norman from the UCL Center on US Politics, thank you so much.
Thank you.